IMCB was born from a bold vision to transform Singapore into a leading research hub. From this pioneering institute, a new era of science would emerge.
IMCB was Sydney Brenner's idea to Dr. Goh Keng Swee. So this was 1985. Actually, they were discussing for some time.
I recall a very succinct exchange of words between the late Dr. Sydney Brenner and our late founding Prime Minister. The late founding Prime Minister is asked, we are a nation of technicians, how can we think about doing research? And then the late Dr. Sydney Brenner replied, Prime Minister, if you continue this way, you'll remain a nation of technicians. So IMCB really was the very first step that Singapore took to go into very high-end research.
IMCB represented the first large-scale and concentrated investment by the Singapore government in setting up a research institute which was dedicated to the study of molecular and cell biology, which in those days was a relatively new field.
At that time, it was testament to the Singapore government's commitment to building up our scientific capabilities.
The key issue for Singapore is to build a credible research effort. That project was to make IMCB into a center of competitiveness. The first generation of PIs that recruited from America, they are making fundamental changes in biology.
By the time I arrived, they had completed the genome of the fugu fish, and this made an enormous contribution to genomics.
One colleague recalled how, in the early days, they viewed IMCB on the hill as Mount Olympus for basic research. They evoked the awe and aspiration of the mythical home of the gods in ancient Greek mythology.
So in that regard, IMCB can be considered to be one of the keystones as well as the engine of the biomedical sciences development in Singapore.
I think when you look at one of the biggest impact and value that IMCB has brought to our ecosystem, it is the fact that it has created a lot of scientific talent. All you have to do is to look at our universities, medical schools, research institutes, local biotech and medtech companies, and I think you'll be quite hard put not to find someone who was an alumnus of IMCB. I think that's IMCB's greatest contribution to science in Singapore and around the world.
You can almost say that had we not taken the first step with IMCB, maybe many of these things, in fact the whole ecosystem would not have been there.
In the early days, IMCB was the only biomedical research institute. Now we have a mature ecosystem covering university, academic medical center, in addition to A-Star.
Over time, IMCB started collaborating more extensively with the universities, with the medical schools, with the hospitals, and by doing so helped diffuse the culture of excellence, help build capabilities within these broader players in our ecosystem. So this more integrated, more collaborative approach, I think will signal a new phase for IMCB, new phase where we are able to combine strengths across disciplines, across research institutes, across different institutions in Singapore to create really outstanding teams that will help Singapore become among the best in the world in selected areas.
Over the years at IMCB, we have built up our capabilities in cancer biology and regenerative stem cell medicine. In more recent years, we have started building capabilities in neuroscience. Exactly in the spirit of combining and recombining, we have built inter-division synergistic programs.
IMCB has been increasingly prolific, I would say, in the area of translation and producing spin-offs and companies, and this is something that past leadership in IMCB have done very well to contribute directly to enterprise under RIE.
As we all know, discoveries can't change the world if they don't leave the lab. So companies are essentially the receptacles that are required to bring these discoveries into clinic. And this is exactly in line with IMCB's vision and goal to ensure that our research can eventually reach the clinic and impact healthcare.
IMCB's 40-year journey is a testament to the power of vision, persistence, and collaboration. I look forward to IMCB's contributions to Singapore's journey from a nation of scientists to becoming a nation of scientific entrepreneurs.
As Singapore's biomedical ecosystem continues to grow, IMCB's role will continue to evolve. Building on its 40 years of experience, it is well poised to deliver impact from the excellent science that it does, taking on the grand challenges of healthy longevity and precision medicine.
This foundation strongly positions IMCB to strive for an even more ambitious goal to tackle complex scientific and medical challenges such as healthy aging, metabolic diseases, neurodegeneration, and oncology. Now, these challenges require interdisciplinary, mission-oriented approaches that leverage the collective strengths of our scientific and medical community.
This is a tremendous milestone, the 40th anniversary of IMCB.
Congratulations to IMCB.
Let me wish IMCB another 40 years of success.
Congratulations to everybody at IMCB. Tremendous to reach the age of 40.
The key to our success is our people. Thank you for being such amazing role models.
Congratulations IMCB, and I look forward to celebrating the 5th years, the 6th years and the 7th years anniversary with everybody.